I'd like to talk about today about start doing things when they're not completely ready versus waiting until it's almost perfectly done and only then doing some action. So I massively believe that we should start when we are already maybe 70-80% and not waiting until we are completely everything is perfectly done, because when you start with, let's say, 70-80% product or service, you're learning along the way. You can always change the course, you can always improve on things, and um, you especially learn from the process so much more. Is much better than just reading books on a subject and waiting until you read all the books you heard, all the books which has been recommended before to you, and only then do the action. It's almost like we're waiting for this kind of permission that we almost giving ourselves, that, oh, I still need to read this or that, and only then I will have enough information or enough. No, that's all wrong, because I don't know if you heard about before, um, paralysis by analysis. That's basically is when you overload yourself with information, and when you consume so much information that they start to actually contradict itself. There's so much information out there that at some point you start to realize that this information is actually saying exactly opposite what this information is saying. Then the third one is saying something else, and you realize, oh my god, like, you start to have a head like this, and that will paralyze you. It will make you not even starting, because you don't know where to start anymore. Let's say at the start you had some kind of idea, you knew, okay, I'm gonna do this simple thing, but by the time you read this and read that and listened to this, and meet these people about that, and you suddenly, it's just, and you never done anything, you didn't even do anything. So you need to sometimes find for yourself. So you get some kind of research, of course, you find a little bit of information, but start with a small step, start with something very simple. For example, I started to make these videos only about 12 days ago, and I said, I can definitely do 5-6 minutes video on some topic every single day. I mean, it's not as hard. 5-6 minutes, something obviously which is helpful, so it's not just nonsense, but just start with something which is easy. Like, for example, this is easy for me because I don't need to edit it. It's one video in one piece. I don't need to put any kind of fancy sign on it, or graphics or anything. I just sit down in this chair and I a little bit prepare the topic. Of course, I have a few notes here, but then the video is done in 5-6 minutes, and you do it every single day. You're learning along the way. My videos are far from perfect, or maybe not even 70-80% of good, or of great, but I'm learning. I see some of my older videos and I can see where I do mistakes, what I say wrong, and so on. So I just do it every single day. Just do it. Don't have fear, and don't worry about what people will think. Just do it. Send it out there and try to get better every time. Little bit better, tiny bit every single day accumulates. It's a massive power. Okay. Another thing, when you build these habits, when you do this, when you do that action and you're not waiting, you are building massively confidence. You're building massively competence, because you're getting better at it. You also build the discipline. This discipline and this confidence can be transferred then to another things. So the more commitments you are following every single day, you build up your confidence and your discipline and your self-worth as well. You're feeling like, hold on a second, I can do this now. I can do this. You definitely build up confidence and self-worth as well. And it gives you energy. It gives us energy. That's another thing. So I really would recommend just start doing something small, which is not gonna push you back. It's not gonna feel like so heavy. Something which you can definitely do. do maybe minute video, or if you want to do something else, I don't know, exercise, do 15 push-ups, 15 squats, and 15, I don't know, and do just 2 rounds of it. Start with something small which you can do, and build up on it. Because if we don't do that, if we kind of promise ourselves and we overanalyze things and we don't do that, we are becoming frustrated with ourselves, disappointed with ourselves, and we are losing the confidence in ourselves. So it's going completely wrong direction. It's going completely downhill when you want something so much and you take so much information and everything, but you don't do actually something. It goes wrong way. So just start. Just start. So that's my kind of takeaway for today. And the last thing I would say, also, everyone has different experience. I might have completely different experience with making videos than someone else. So he's learning in different things at the different time than I do. And that's okay, because we all get there somehow, okay? But without doing, we will never learn. The best learning comes from actually doing something, doing mistakes, realizing what is wrong, fixing it along the way. Guys, live with purpose.